How old were you when you finished your education then, Sudha?
I think I was 20 when I got married.
Right.
So when I finished my GCSE there, it used to be called Senior Cambridge.
Right.
At that time, papers came from Cambridge actually.
Oh, right.
It used to be called Senior Cambridge. After that, I did 2 years of teachers training, and third year was practical training, and then I got married. So at I was exactly 20 when I got married.
And you got married in Kenya?
No, I went to India.
Right. Okay.
We went because in Kenya you couldn't find educated boys. The education was only till GCSE, Senior Cambridge.
Right. Okay.
So you couldn't get any well-qualified partner or so my mother went first to hunt around in India, and then I followed.
Yeah.
And it was sort of arranged marriage.
Right. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that was common in your family.
It was common if there was enough time.
Yeah.
The boy and girl would meet.
Yeah.
They would meet and see. Maybe my husband didn't see me because there wasn't enough time, but his family saw me.
Right. Okay.
His aunt and his cousin and his father, like that, you know. And my mother went to meet him. My mother saw him.
Okay.
So it was a bit of a rush.
Right. Okay. So you didn't meet until your wedding day?
No.
Wow.
We didn't.
And how long were you married for?
Well, I got married in 55.
Yeah.
So my husband died in 88.
Okay. Right, and you went on to have children?
Yes. So I have 2 daughters.
Okay. Sort of, when did you actually leave Kenya then, and why?
We came here in 75, myself, my husband and my younger daughter. We had sent my elder daughter, when she finished her GCSE, we sent her here to do her further education, to do her A-levels and carry on. My 2 brothers are in Wales.
Right, okay.
So she was sent to Wales.
Yeah.
And she was sometimes in boarding and sometimes at home to do her A-levels. So when my younger daughter had finished her 11 plus,
yeah.
So we thought it's wise to move then rather than make her do that exam, GCS exam in Kenya.
Yes.
So we decided to come here then.
Right.
So my husband had 20 years service then, medical service. He could retire.
Right.
So he took early retirement.
Okay.
And we moved in 75.
Right. Well, you moved to Swindon in 1975?
No, we came to Wales first.
Yeah.
And then my husband started applying for jobs. And he got a job in Rotherham, near Sheffield.
Yes, yeah.
So we that was our first place. And we were there for 7 years. But then my husband started applying for better jobs. And here the job in Swindon was I don't know what grade or what, but it was a higher grade job.
Right, okay.
And so we moved to Swindon. Another thing was that Swindon was nearer to London and nearer to Wales as well.
Right, yes, it's near the M4, isn't it?
The M4,
yes.
So we thought that to see my brothers and to go to London, it was better rather than to be in Sheffield, which was in northern and it was very cold. We thought that south will be better.
Yes.
So the job brought us here, his job.
Okay.
Yes.
And so your daughters now, where are they, Sudha?
So one elder daughter, she is in London. She did a PhD. She did pharmacology, degree in pharmacology.
Right.
And then she did PhD. and now she is married to an English boy,
Yeah.
and she works from home or whatever, whatever sort of job she does.
Okay.
And the younger one is not married, but she's a social worker in Solihull.
Oh right, up in the Midlands.
Yes.
Yes.
And she has adopted a girl, baby
sure?
girl. She adopted
Oh, how lovely.
because lots of social workers, her colleagues, were doing the same thing,
Yes.
adopting children. You know.
Yeah.
So she also adopted a girl.
Right. Oh, that's lovely. So Sudha, I mean, Swindon, do you consider it a good place to live? Do you like living here?
I think wherever you live, you get used to it. It's your home, isn't it? It's your base. And so no matter wherever you go, when you come back, your home is your castle sort of thing, isn't it?
Yes.
And but I do enjoy, whenever I go to London, I really enjoy the atmosphere of London.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. You can go to see museums or plays and this sort of thing.
Yeah, a lot of culture there.
There's a lot of culture, which
Yes.
I like.
Yeah. And have you got many relatives in London, or is it just your
There
daughter?
are lots of friends who have moved from Kenya.
Yeah, to London.
Lots of people, everybody who worked for British Empire. British Empire means British under British rule. And they had option to come to Kenya.
Oh right, oh I see.
So lots of people, most of my friends, they all moved from there to England
Yeah.
and brought their children over here. The children studied here, settled down here,
Yeah.
and so there are a lot of friends in London. I did a lot of visiting when I was young,
Yeah.
by tubes and buses and whatever, used to go and see them. But now I think I satisfy myself just by talking on the phone.
Yes.
We have long chats, an hour chat
Yeah.
on the phone. Because it's not very easy in London to go and see, to visit people. London is not small.
No, no.
From
it's
east to west.
It's very hectic, isn't
Very
it?
hectic, and we call all London. It's not all London. It's east part of London, from the Harrow and Northwood. The distance are big,
Yes.
huge
yes.
distances.
It's a
I have done
huge,
that.
huge place.
I've travelled by car and tubes, but now I'm happy with myself.
Yeah.
Can't do too much, so that's fine.
You've got a nice community of friends here as well,
Oh
haven't
yeah,
you, when I
because
met you?
lived over 30 years, I know everybody.
Yeah.
I know Muslims and Sikhs and everybody, and I get on well with everybody.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
How often do you go home? Go back to? Do you go to?
But the
Kenya
thing
very
is,
often?
you know, my home. I can't say India is my home.
You don't feel that at
No.
all? No. Okay. Do you
Because-
go back very often though, or not?
We used to go from Kenya. My father used to get leave. Every year they used to get 1 month leave.
Yeah.
So he would accumulate leave for 5 months. So after 5-6 years, we used to go to India for 3 months and 4 months.